Welcome back to the Call of the North CS:GO qualifiers presented by Bell. What's going on, everyone? We're hanging out, waiting for CLG Red and DatZitGaming to get started. Joining me is good old True. True, are you excited for some good old CS here? Your favorite? I'd say it's your favorite female team by the way you talked them up, CLG Red.
Yes, indeed, CLG Red. They go a long way, honestly. When they used to be UB United, etc. I knew Diane way back. She's really cool personality. But we've got the ninth round starting off, and the map is going to be DE Mirage. And honestly, Seaside, I'm going to ask you, do sides matter on this map, even with the tournament?
Yes, 110%. You want the CT side. CT side gives you so much more control, and it's just the favorite side. Really, it's so versatile in what you can do. You can straight up just stack sites. You have so much more versatility, like so much more movement and capabilities on the CT side than you do on the T side. Because the T side, they're always probably going to be 9 times out of 10 fighting for that mid control, if not doing a flat out execution. So as a CT, you can either say, okay, we're going to give up mid and just hold the connector, catwalk, and not even show our hands towards mid and give those up to the Ts. And then the Ts have to fight out through thin little connectors to get to a site. So CT side is definitely favored.
Alright, so I'll introduce the DatZit side, and it's going to be Effie's, Nave, Jay, Vez, and Gumond. And it looks like Jay, Vez, and Gumond are representing Team Rival. According to their avatars, Nave, I've seen before, played for Laval University in a land final for collegiate CSGO. And Effie's, of course, from Vault GG. So some veterans on the DatZit side, it looks like. And then on the CLG side, who do we have?
You're going to have Potter, Benita, B-Max, Miss Harvey, Diane, and the coach, CLG the Bears. Can't forget about him.
Oh, the Bears. So we have Pistol starting off. It looks like a pretty standard setup for actually both teams. Actually a little bit of a split coming out from CLG Red. The bomb on the back of Diane. And so far, it looks like it's going to be a very slow play as the bomb actually makes its way back towards T-spawn. And pretty default setup for DatZitGaming. 3-man stack towards B. Actually, 4-man. Actually, no, 3-man stack and 2 holding towards CT.
This is a little bit of an interesting setup from CLG Red. It looked like they're going to throw an A fake early on, leaving 2 players there, but they rotated the bomb back. So it's going to be a 2-player execute towards A while they leave 3 players towards B. And this is just a straight up bomb execute. They showed the bomb, and then the bomb falls off immediately. So you see by spotting bomb, that's it. Are going to rotate players, and B is completely left open. Beautiful play from CLG Red. Miss Harvey's throwing this fake, and it has DatZit wrapped around her finger, and she's able to just get them all to rotate.
Oh my goodness. So now she has the positioning. She's actually got a bomb here. She comes right out. That's going to be Vez who back down to Miss Harvey. He's going to find Diane. Is not going to get that kill. B-Max answers right back, finding a trade, but it's down to more as they come towards market. And as they pressure, Potter and B-Max are actually going to press the issue.
Yeah, 2v2, Potter and B-Max, what can they do? Vez, they can try to close this one out. Is going to be able to find Potter, and it's all on B-Max to fill in. Will get shut down, but no kid on the side of the CT side. Let's see if time's going to become a factor here. I think he's got it. I think Vez has got that, but that's still a beautiful execution from CLG Red. Most times when you see a fake, you see 2 players committing to the A site, throwing their smokes, and just running in and sacrificing their lives, but it was a smart little mental game there from CLG Red, using the utility that I believe it was Miss Harvey had. She had a bunch of flashes and a smoke, and they allowed DatZit to spot bomb immediately, and you saw how well that worked with all the players from DatZit rotating. But CLG Red decided to take the fight to market. It's just, that's where they got shut down by Nave.
Yeah, just the aim duels in market really cost them around. They didn't trade very well. You know, B-Max stepped up a little bit, but, you know, they had full control of the site. The bomb was already planted, and all they had to do is kind of really finesse back, right? Let them come to them, but like you said, they took it to market, and they fell. But look at this, 5 players of CLG Red making their way, and Effie's going to spot that up, and he's actually going to smoke off as they make their way towards Cat.
That's going to be from Catwalk. In the meantime, Diane going to get shot by Effie's from Connector. That smokes a beautiful one-way. Potter will be able to drop him. Just like that, it's becoming a difficult situation for CLG Red as Jay going to take B-Max's head off. Benita's going to be pushing up here. Finds one, but that's all she's going to be able to find as DatZit going to be able to close that one out. With 3 members staying alive, they lost a couple SMGs. Maybe, did they only have the 1 M4, I believe? So not too much loss inside of DatZit. But still good damage done by CLG Red.
Yep, and they did get the bomb down on pistol, so CLG Red gonna go for a buy. Diane could pick up the AK as well, and got decent amount of utility. Actually, only 3 players on CLG Red with smokes and flashes. Dan still has 1 and a Molotov on Potter, but not too much to work with. And the bomb's going to be set up for default towards the top mid, and already Vez is going to finding one, but Dan trades it off, and now still equalized out. Honestly, I was going to say it was in favor of CLG Red, and Guman finds Benita, and now the disadvantage at CLG Red.
Yeah, that was a rough play for Benita to make. I guess she felt the pressure, trying to give a little bit of aggression towards the A side, and goes out pals by herself. She caught that player, Ticket Booth, completely off guard, but unable to connect the shots as CLG Red. A player down, bomb heading towards the B side of the map, while BMax has full ladder room control. Gonna try to shut off the rotations, but that's it. I've already a pretty good read on this. There's 2 players here, 1 jump spotting that is Nave, and Effie's playing back bench, so that's it. Set up perfectly for this.
Yeah, 1 minute to go. Lots to work with as the nade takes out Diane, and already making the gap even bigger in this round, and all down to Potter in a 1v4. And she gets taken up by Effie's, who finds 2 frags, and that nade kill, though, just stopping Diane in place. So now they're gonna have to save. That loss bonus is gonna build up, and that's it. Looking pretty good so far, Seaside.
Yeah, they are. They're building the economy as well at the same time. 6,700 on Nave. Vez just gonna not even ask for a drop. They know it's gonna be an eco coming up from CLG Red. Gonna try to farm up FAMAS a little bit. CLG Red not investing anything pretty much into this round. A couple P250s. That's it. Up 3-0. First rifle round done and dusted. As CLG Red can't get anything going for them as of now. But Gumand at 4-0. Nave close at 4-1 is CLG Red. I think their goal this round with Diane's flash is pretty much just to get a bomb planted. But I don't even know if DatZit's going to give that up with a player towards Ninja and CT.
Yeah, and that's going to be Jay. So can he stop these players from taking the site is the question. He's going to be followed by Gumand from CT. Spot 1. Finds 1 as well. Spot by Gumand, a 2-piece. And Effie's is going to find the last member. That's going to be Diane. No bomb plant. And only 9 damage done. Okay. But it's going to be a gun round off in the hands of Potter. And AKs and utility for CLG Red. And honestly, you know, both sides have been really working. B, they got a bomb plant on pistol with that amazing fake by Miss Harvey. But it looks like they're going to finesse towards the A site and work that up.
That looks like what they're going to do is that's it. Going to put a ton of pressure towards the top mid. They have 2 players pushing up, 1 player connector to support this. Benita, based on this nade utility towards top mid and flashes and everything, she knows that aggression is possible. Going to peek, throw out Molotov. I know there is a player from CLG Red towards top mid. They are just going to fall off. Effie's holding this round. Benita's going to find the first frag. Can't find the second. There's Vez to lock that one down. A trade coming in from mid from CLG Red. You got to think they like that one. As the CTs now forced to spread thin, but they have 3 members towards the A side as CLG Red execute.
Yeah, Smoke's good on connection, but it's just going to be this Harvey Dan sandwiched in. It's a complete slaughter. And Dan only managing to find Vez, and that's going to be 5-0. And we're seeing the map play out how it should be. But look at the economy, you know, 3,400, 4,000. Are they going to buy Tech 9 Seaside?
Yeah, they definitely will here. With the losing bonus of 5 rounds now, you've hit the peak. You're going to pick up some Tech 9, some armor. You can definitely afford some utility as well, especially considering some of your players are at $4,000. Might as well invest in it, so they're going to go for 5 smokes across the board, a Molotov on Diane, and I believe it is just going to be a set piece towards A. Smokes in every place imaginable, from stairs to jungle to CT. I imagine one on site as well, as Jay's pushed up aggressively alone. He has support from jungle, as well as connector, but he is pushed up aggressively, and if CLG Red can find this AK, they have free entry to the site.
Oh, but look at this play by Jay. Once again, the playmaker. Can he stop this? They don't. Oh, but actually, Miss Harvey checks it right away. And here they come into the site, but the is Gumand, who only finds 1. And Potter finds that 3. That's Effie's turn spray right through. Only finds 1, but Vez able to find Miss Harvey. It's down to 3v2, and the bomb's gonna get hit by BMax. Finds a random headshot to Effie's, but Nave finding that trade, and now Diane all by her lonesome self.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate when they went to push. The bomb carrier, I guess, went to cross the site, but was too close to stairs, so when she got dropped, the bomb just flew right towards the stairs angle. And the guys on DatZitGaming just decided to span through the smoke. It's an absolute slaughter as Diane, last one up. And a 1v2 has to get the bomb, has 42 seconds to work with. But 2 players towards connector for DatZit. This is going to be a hard task. Dave playing that angle, but Diane's here to play. Gonna take his head off. And now it's a 1v1 versus Vez. Vez knows exactly where the bomb is. Diane not wanting to go for it yet. Has an assumption someone else is connector gonna peek it, but Vez's angle from top box too strong. CLG Red come close with the pistols, but we'll just get mowed down as the pause is gonna come through now for CLG Red, and the Bears gonna work his little magic.
What do you think is going through the Bears' head right now? Like, okay, you know, we 6-0. Everyone on the CLG Red team, you know, like they're finding some frags, right? It's coming really close. Actually 3-6 across the board. Almost Benita and Miss Harvey struggling behind, but I don't know what's going through the Bears' head right now.
He's probably just gonna give him a set execute to go for. He's probably gonna tell people, hey, you two go to site, you two push here. Just post up. They're gonna run through smokes because we've seen DatZit kind of little, just running through smokes, kind of puggish. We saw them run through bench smokes a couple times, able to find a couple frags through CT smokes. They're pretty much just playing full-out aggression mode with little to no holds bar really on their side. So the Bears probably just telling them, all right, let's go for a smoke execute. We're gonna delay push out. They're gonna use Molotovs to slow us down. They're gonna do this and that, and we know they're just gonna run through our smoke. So let's just post up, get in some positions, then move the bomb to site. He's probably like the bomb carrier. Make sure you get to site and just put yourself in tradable positions. They've definitely practiced this multiple times, so I imagine they're gonna have some kind of top mid control / execution ready to go after this on pause.
Yeah, regardless of the previous round, the trades were actually, you know, they were there for CLG Red, but look at this. We've got a double op set up for the DatZit side. You've got Nave and Jay picking up 2 AWPs, and they're probably going to spread apart, right? Maybe one towards mid, one towards A, right? Or is it common to have an op on B? Is my question.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can get away with leaving a solo op B. You can either play bench or just keep jump peeking towards van, or even just straight up play the van angle. And then you don't have to have another player in sight to support that, because they can fall back immediately to back bench, or even just run away to market as soon as they spot someone or miss the shot. And then if you have a player pushed up aggressive catwalk instead of on site with you, that player catwalk can hold catwalk for a second, then rotate back to site and support, or you can just straight up play the op and market and have no one in B at all. There's a lot of flexibilities with the double op setup. I've seen teams sometimes go for the double peak towards mid. You throw one player connector, one player window, one player catwalk, one player window, vice versa. Or you can just straight up throw an op CT and have one player play connector and give up A. There's so many versatile movements you can go for. It just comes down to hitting those shots and making sure you don't put yourself in an angle where you miss your shot, you're dead type of thing.
Yeah, and with a double op setup on the DatZit side, Effie's didn't buy yet, but Gumond actually has a surplus of $10,000 and Jay as well 5K. So that surplus building up 6-0. It's building, and that loss bonus for CLG Red is at its cap. And we do see an op in Potter's hands. And hopefully they can show us what this pause has done for CLG Red, but also it's a pause for DatZit as well. As I don't know what the time is. Is it like a standard SIVO timers? I'm assuming for pauses.
I believe so, yeah, because it says there's 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, they asked if they were ready. They said no. That was about a minute ago. Okay.
Okay, Gumon.
Good timing. Well, all right. I don't know what the plan here is. I imagine they're just gonna unpause it anyway. Yeah. All right, we're all good. Don't even worry about it.
All
we're
right.
Here to place yes.
Yes, indeed. I hope he washed his hands, and it's going to be 6-0. 7th round on the board, and who's going to take it is the question. Double off, very effective. Like you said, a lot of flexibility, and looks like we're going to see the op. 1 on B and 1 on A.
Yeah, that player B is going to play the van angle while they have Vez up towards catwalk, and Nave's actually going to go full out aggressive. Going to spot Diane, misses the shot, falls back to a different angle. And now Diane has to be extremely careful as Nave's going to continue to hold this angle. Flash is going to come through, but no one's going to peek on the back of it. But it's a beautiful flash towards Nave out of position to make him a little paranoid. As the OG Red have forced Nave out of position. He's going to go back up, though, as Effie's giving himself on one way. Miss Harvey towards underpass. As the OG Red just spread thin, doing a little bit of a default from underpass hold, holding the A pushes. And just waiting for any kind of aggression from DatZit, but none to be had for the time being.
Yeah, been 1 minute to go. Lots of time. And no action just yet. The bomb on the back of Potter, and she's gonna make her way back. But Miss Harvey finding a pick towards window. Actually, was that window towards or connector? I can't tell. I think that was window. But
it was Effie's. I think that was connector. Maybe I'm tripping out unless he moved last second.
But a pick for CLG Red, 40 seconds to go, and they do have mid control. But Benita towards Palace, gonna creep her away, and we might see the rest of CLG Red migrate towards the A side.
Yeah, it looks like that is the plan as the bombs rotating back. They still have smokes for an execution. Miss Harvey lurked all the way up towards top connector as Gumond, though, in response, is pushing down the ramp. They just play early. He's forced to make a play. He's going to find Diane. Can he get out of here for free? As Miss Harvey's going to peek from stairs. Beautiful trade. Miss Harvey's going to drop him as Jay now from CT, the only member from DatZit towards the A side from now. But he is going to be able to find Benita, and we're back in a 3v3 with 10 seconds on the clock. That's it. This is becoming close as Miss Harvey's pushing on the flank.
And the bomb actually gets planted. Potter finds Jay. Miss Harvey from the flank does get taken up by Nave, and it's going to be these two holding hands as they make their way into the A site. Potter towards Tetris. Spots the head as that jump comes up, but all tags Vez down and not able to get that second shot off. And B-Max towards connector, just going to watch the bomb. Tell Vez, and it's going to be clean, but they trade 1-1. And now 1v1 situation as Nave needs to get pressured down, but the Molotov gonna keep him at bay, and that's gonna be a round for CLG Red. But B-Max, I can get this kill on. Nah, Nave's gonna take the safe way out to save that off. But the Bears, if he made that call, it's well worth it. CLG Red find their first round.
Yeah, and what was different about that round is they played more of a slow, methodical default, holding for the A push. You saw Miss Harvey solo towards underpass, which is sometimes risky if a player decides to push you and you can't trade it out, especially with no one top mid. But she was able to get the opening pick towards Effie's. I think it was towards jungle, if I remember correctly. It could have been window. We could have both been blinking. But she got the opening pick, which is the difference for CLG Red, and they're able to work off of it. And then the trades came through, and based on that man advantage, they're able to get that round with one player up towards connector. And it looks like they're just going to go back to pretty much a similar thing, this time with a little more mid control than B apartments control. Diane is still going to be there, but this time they have gained top mid, and it's going to force the game and do something different. But Diane, not ready for that one.
Yeah, Nave goes for it again. Such an aggressive play with the op. That is going to filter back, actually spotting, I believe that was B-Max. But an advantage in the defense as CLG Red look to find more control towards the middle as the bomb all the way down towards top mid. And Gumond, not sure if he's heard Benita, but he's fixed on this angle, but he's actually going to drop off from the default and switch towards the porch position. And still lots of time. And the bomb's going to get picked up by Miss Harvey. Let's see where she takes that bomb. It looks like it's going to be A, because looks, he said they actually have Potter in connector, and followed by ladder room. It's going to be Miss Harvey, I think. I think it's ladder. No. Yeah, she is in ladder room. Wow. Yep. So this might just be an A take.
Yeah, they have made DatZit. I don't even think they know that they've lost that map control. I mean, they have a player of F, he's holding the cubby, but they're a little unsure as what the play is going to be. They can just run a straight up catwalk. They still are unsure as Benita trying to find the opening frag, get a Molotov underneath balcony. That's going to force Gumond out as the push comes out. Spots Jay CT. Molotov's going to slow her down as Jay looking to lock this down with 16 seconds. That's a good shot from Potter. So they need to find more as with 10 seconds on the clock, they need to get to this site. Timing's becoming a thing as Effie's from CT can try to deny this bomb. But it's not to be as CLG Red will get the plant. And now on a 4-4 retake, but look at the health of DatZit.
Oh my goodness, they're so lit. Nave with 4 HP, Effie's with 8, Vez with 30, and all three towards CT, and Potter's gonna pick off one. Smoke's gonna be okay, but they need to cross the death, and Potter's gonna get a second. Looking for the third, but her teammate's still there to hold her hand, but she's gonna go down. That's B-Max, and Potter, can she find this last kill? The smoke's in play, but no, she will go down to Vez. But does he have enough time? Yes, he does. What a play by Potter, but oh goodness, such a close round.
Yeah, Potter hit some sweet shots from players crossing from CT onto triple, and that was a mistake from DatZit by committing that many players to the CT position. But it comes down to Vez in a 1v2. He was able to find the first player who was peeking wide on that smoke that was thrown right in front of the bomb, and was able to walk up on Potter to close out the round. So DatZit coming down to the wire, but they're able to close it out with their raw aim as CLG Red back on some armor, one set of armor to be exact, and some upgraded pistols.
Yeah, just so you guys know, 6 straight rounds for DatZit, then CLG Red finding one, but it bounces back to DatZit, and that causes a very hard reset. And that's why we see here CLG Red on a full eco, and they might run into the Vez of death as he tags one down, looking for some more as Benita gets tagged down, but Diane out in the open, does fall the fence as well. And the USP is going to be good, looking for some more, he finds 3, but BMax finally shuts it down, and a nade from downtown finds Potter, and BMax left bar herself, but damage has been done. Can she pull this off? They're all gonna peek her. This is gonna be really rough. Then deep nades puts her down to 59 HP, and they just spray through the box, holding mouse one Gumond.
He literally held W and mouse one. That's literally all he did for that. I don't know if he deserved it at all.
Okay, so 8-1, and we're gonna see another gun round on the board. SMG by FEs. He did farm up a little bit. Actually, only didn't get too many kills. He actually didn't get any kills there. But gun round now. CLG red. What can they pull off?
The ops back out on Potter. They're gonna go for. It looked like they're dabbling with some mid control. Due to them taking their time, and DatZit's able to push and trade 1-for-1. You gotta think that favors the T's in this situation. As Potter in the meantime is gonna find FEs. Jay feels the pressure to try to make a play. Gonna spot Diane. And Diane's waiting for the push for her teammates towards top mid as Jay is stuck in a rough spot. As that Molotov's gonna be burning away, and there you go, BMax. That's the support Diane was waiting for. As now it's all on Nave and Gumond against 4 CLG Red members. As CLG Red just punished DatZit's aggression. DatZit feeling themselves a little bit, pushing top mid. They got the opening trade, but CLG Red just a nice default able to counter that aggression.
Yeah, wherever they go, they can force it as a 4v1. Or a 3v1 and keep one lurking, and right now we're seeing just that. It's gonna be Nave on one site, followed by Gumond on the other. And Nave up in hand towards the B side as 3 members of CLG Red creep up towards the B apartments. And there's still a lot of time, but it's only a flash on Nave, so he's actually gonna filter back towards market. A little bit of a close rotation if needed. Some noise being done towards middle. 30 seconds to go, and CLG Red being so cautious in this round, and Nave not peeking out. But he is going to be watching it. Oh my goodness! Not even spotting the hairline. And the bomb's going to get planted, and that's going to cause a rotating. Good night, Nave. See you next round. It's Gumond now in a 1v4, and BMax has the flank. And
she definitely does. As Gumond looking to push back in a peek. And there you go, BMax. Gonna close that one out at CLG Red. We'll find another round on the board on their T side. As DatZit have been having a really good CT side, but CLG Red still clinging on to some hope and finding another round here, as they are gonna be able to get a nice purchase up once again. As I don't know if that's very sincere. We'll go with the sincere route.
To be honest, BMax in that duel, he should have had that fight, but BMax just dropped on him, so
he wasn't holding W. That was
exactly. So another gun round, and the surplus sum, DatZit dwindling down. The bomb on the back of actually top mid, sorry. Has 2 players of CLG Red. That's gonna be Potter and BMax trying to find that control. Smokes rain down towards middle as they creep their way up. Vez not gonna be aggressive anymore, as FE's is gonna be close from the connector. And Miss Harvey actually spots him a little bit, and he actually reacts and kind of filter back now.
Advantage now for DatZit. Vez towards catwalk spotted player getting into the ladder room. It's gonna be BMax, but BMax wins another duel. Maybe she shouldn't have, as Gumond will take her out of the round. But still, beautiful play coming out from BMax to find that frag. It's DatZit though. A man advantage against CLG Red. CLG still have mid control bombs, still back towards their top mid as Potter looks to push up connector with an op. As Benita back to her pal's position, she's gonna hear Jay jump. With 50 seconds on the clock, it's on CLG Red to make a play, and FE's is in such a big position to just shut this down.
He spots the op barrel, reacts to it, finding Potter, and Potter's probably wondering, Miss Harvey, where'd you go? But she has to pick up the bomb as 30 seconds rain down on the clock, and Benita on top of Palace. She looks to make her way out, but 2 players of DatZit already on the A site. FE's, they know where FE's is, but I'm not too sure if they'll check if Nave. I don't know if they know there's an op towards CT. That might just decide the round here.
Miss Harvey dropped the smoke onto site, looking to plant in it, but she actually runs through it. That's unfortunate, as Nave's gonna find both of them. Yeah, that smoke was thrown so Miss Harvey can plant in it, but with a little to no time on the board, I felt like she wanted to clear CT, try to get the opening frag before she went for that plant. But it's not to be, as DatZit gonna get to 9, CLG Red Without the bomb plant, back on pistols, some utility, not much else to work with. That's it. Looked to get to double digits early, and I think CLG at this point will be happy after the save to get a 10-5 on the board. I think at this point that's their goal. I think the Bears is hoping that's the scoreline that they end up with here.
Yeah, they definitely need to win the second pistol, right? So
Yeah.
a little bit of a reset again, and now Knave so aggressive once again, drops the incendiary. Here come 5 players of CLG Red looking to make their way through.
Don't line up.
Oh god, that would... Oh, they react to this. It's Vez close up and personal as Knave filters back. Not gonna go for the shot, and that's gonna be 1,
No.
2, 3. That's really fun. Goes over, Knave's gonna pick up 1. But all by himself, he's gonna push for it with the CZ, and he's gonna find that kill. And it's 10-2. What a slaughter towards the BFs.
To be honest, I thought Vez got a 2-for-1 there, but it was Knave stealing his thunder.
Yeah.
So I got really depressed as I looked at the kills at the end of the round. Vez only got 2 at the mag, but that's okay. As Knave was there to help him out. That's it. We'll get to double digits. We knew CLG Red were just on some pistols there. And CLG gonna buy up with the canister this round. No utility on Potter. A little bit on Benita. Miss Harvey's lacking some as well. And we'll see how this works out for them. As they are heavy towards the A side as DatZit. They pushed up top mid and spotted no one, so they might have a good idea that this is happening. And look at the over-rotate from DatZit.
Oh, they're
Based on
reacting
no
so
one
well.
top mid.
And the op on Knave is actually... Okay, Jay! That denies the op by the round for CLG Red, and that's going to be really rough. But do they commit to this, CLG Red? Utility being spent, but they're not making their way out. Diane bursts to react, but she gets dinked down to 8 HP. And that Molotov, just the hairline fracture. Army able to find 1 kill, but Jay finds 2 more frags, making it 3, and now Diane getting cleaned up by Knave. And Benita finding that Molotov kill.
At least Effie's 1G to death. I don't know if that's a stale meme. It probably is pretty stale by now, but hey.
Oh, looks like, oh, we have a technical. This could be a mic being broken. Hopefully they get that fixed out on the CLG Red side. And honestly, C-side, 11-2. I honestly did not expect this.
I guess it really just comes down to how DatZit are rotating, how they're actually getting good reads on CLG Red. We saw right there, that last round was a beautiful example from it, where DatZit pushed top mid, didn't spot anyone, and most times when CLG Red have B pressure, they have a couple players top mid for some pressure. And spotting no one top mid is just a big telltale sign that it's, hey, it's definitely going to be probably an A execute here, and if not, we have our op set up on B, locking it down from catwalk, so it's no biggie. It's no big deal. We give a B, we retake it 5v5. Unless our opper finds a pick early, and then it's even better for us. So they just over-rotated to A, spotting no one top mid, and just shut it down. And it's been like that all game where they're picking up on what CLG are up to, getting the reads, and just able to just overreact and commit more to sites. And when CLG execute, they're not ready for it. DatZit are not really respecting the smokes, the boundaries that are set by that utility, and they're just kind of going through it. And just CLG Red, they're hitting some of their shots that they need to hit, but DatZit are always in tradable positions. They're always playing this buddy system, and it's just beautiful CS to watch.
Yeah, the way they go aggressive towards mid, get that control, get the information, then they, like you said, they just react really well. They, okay, it's gonna be A, boys. Let's set it up. And CLG Red, the pick comes out early against Potter, and they hesitate to make their way into the A site. And that's what we saw last round, but now just only 2 more rounds left in this first half. And it's looking pretty grim.
Yeah, a little bit, as she has to restart her CS, because I guess when you unplug your headset, CS doesn't like it. CS is a little finicky.
Yeah, so guys, if you are joining us, this is CLG Red versus DatZitGaming. I believe this is loser brackets 5, round 5. And just so you guys know, the winner of this qualifier in general will face off Team Liquid, NRG, Envious, Heroic, G2, Optic Gaming, and CLG. So it'd be interesting to see CLG Red, up against
Yeah,
CLG
are those all
Blue,
confirmed
right?
from Montreal as well?
Yeah, those are the 7 teams confirmed. So just to
That's
repeat
pretty
again.
hype.
And you can actually find this information on at northernarena.ca, guys, in the news section. But of course, it's all for the final event in Montreal, 100K event, guys, at the Bell Center. And of course, presented by Bell. And as we wait for these, actually, BMax is good to go, it looks like.
This is funky. Someone keeps trying to join the server. It's kind of funny. Someone named Robertson. What a guy.
Robertson, join. You
No.
enjoy the stream on Twitch, right? But but it's gonna be unpaused. So honestly, CLG need the last 2 rounds, hands down. But
Yeah,
it's an
they
eco.
Rough. I'm actually surprised. If we take a look at their money, they could have argued a half buy here, and then with the losing bonus of 4 rounds, they could have still got another half buyout. So it's an interesting decision to let DatZit get to 12 as Effie's is just gonna hope.
No!
They definitely did not lock eyes on that smoke because Effie's gonna find Diane. Potter's gonna come challenge him, and he'll get shut down. But that's the first frag for CLG Red. They did get the bomb plant, so the last round buy is gonna be strong, but this round's not over yet. As it's a 3v2 CLG Red. Oh, they're still in it, Potter! Oh, man.
What started the round may cause the round. It's going to be Benita and Potter finding a 2v2 situation as the bomb ticks away and the Incinerator doing so much damage with Potter. What can you do with 36 HP? And XM, she gets double peeked. And honestly, I wish we could hear comms on CLG Red. Effie's going through the smoke. I think he passed Miss Harvey.
Yep.
And I could, because I know Diane, I play with Diane all the time. I could just picture her screaming in her mind, why is he there? Like, what is going on? How did he get there? Because that's smoke play, right? And it's so aggressive. We're seeing DatZit. If other teams are watching this right now, and if they're Insomnia, I think Insomnia would be facing this team. Or no, Ronin, right?
Yeah,
I think it's Ronin.
Ronin.
So,
winner of this play is Ronin.
So whoever, if Ronan's watching, DatZit so aggressive. Effie's making those plays. Like, look at that. Dink already starting off in this last round, Seaside. It's Diane taking that damage.
Yeah, Effie's is still locking down. Connector gonna find the frag on BMax. That smoke from Effie's he throws is such a beautiful one-way. He only spot the top of his body, and since they have a darker model on the side of the CTs, like their clothing, it blends into the smoke at times. As Jay's gonna find Benita, and just clean cut work from DatZit into this round is Potter, though. Gonna make it interesting. Finds Jay. Come on. Gonna respond with a beautiful shot of his own as Diane 2 mid. Gonna drop Nevez and Miss Harvey. Last one up on 16 HP. Has to face off against 3, and they're all gonna start centering that Kobe. The nade from Catwalk will shut it down as DatZit gonna end the half on 13-2 as CLG Red not getting the scoreline they wanted, but CT side, the favorite side, maybe it can happen. But it comes down Pistol. Pistol is definitely a must-win in this situation for sure.
Yeah, and what can CLG Red do for Pistol? Maybe stack 3 towards B. A common reason for A site, but I don't know. I'm scared to see what DatZit's gonna pull out as well. We see how they work together as a team. We see their trades. We see their aggressive plays. I'm not too sure CLG Red can win this Pistol.
It's gonna come down to a lot of positioning if they're gonna be set up for a push, because you imagine DatZit are not the type of team to throw a fake whatsoever. They seem like the type of team that are just going to straight up get in your face with Glocks and just out-trade you and out-frag you straight up. So let's see what DatZit's plan is going to be. I imagine they might buy a smoke, just one single smoke, if not just armor. Yeah, so just armor, as I mentioned. Just the Glock train in your face. That's what DatZit want, is CLG Red. They have 1 kid out on Diane. And just armor across the board as Jay. Gonna be the Lone Ranger towards top mid, while DatZit, the other players look to just hit A as quick as possible.
Benita, first contact on to Effie's, taking 2. Okay, make that 85 points of damage, and calls have been made, and the bomb is already planted within 20, 15, or 16 seconds of the round. Trades in favor of DatZit, and this is all looking really grim for CLG. Diane all by herself, stuck on top of Catwalk, and Jay's gonna clean that up with 3 frags and Pistol.
That looked painful. That's the type of round that hurts you in your gut.
Like, they came into A site, and it was just headshots across the board for DatZit.
They didn't stop, yeah. They just held W, pushed CT, didn't stop, flat out aggression, blocks in your face, not much you can do.
And mind you, it was 4 players in A site, bomb being planted while those 3 frags happened. That's insane. And now we're seeing DatZit just turning up the heat, making their way towards the B side, and it's a stack on A.
Yep, no one's home for CLG Red. Free bomb plant, free site. CLG Red know this at this point. They're starting to rotate back, but it's retake. Even if you come from Catwalk and Market at the same time, it's going to be so difficult as Vez actually running through a team Molotov to get better positioning for this.
And it might just pay off as he sits on 58 HP. But SMG's far superior against pistols as Benita actually makes me eat my words. But she's sitting so low, and Potter looking to pick up that UMP. Gumon with the AK, gonna have to do some work here. BMAX, they're just completely cut off. Look at the seaside, look at the minimap, they can't get into the site.
It's painful, it's rough.
And
As Potter, yeah, oh, not like this. BMAX will get the return frag, but they're just hunting. CLG Red. DatZit will get to 15 as CLG Red gonna be stuck on 2 rounds. They actually got an AK out of it, so not the worst outcome in the world.
Oh, but it's 15-2 match point secured, and this is heartbreaking. I'm a CLG Red fan, guys. Come on, this hurts so much. Oh god. And with the economy they have to force up. It's gonna be 3.57s and 8K, and with Potter has 2K. Could have bought an SMG, but I think all hope was lost.
It could be. As Benita getting close to that smoke, Flash is going to come through to avoid it, but Vez here to find that frag. Miss Harvey towards connector. Emax here with the AK, missing a couple shots. Going to repeat, they line up for her, but can't find those shots. Gumon, Jay from bottom connector, and it's just going to be a little bit of a cleanup as Potter actually has bombed, though, so this is doable as Diane can get over there, not to be, but Potter knows they have to come to her now. Oh, spots of smoke. Not going to go for it. But going to be posted up, waiting for one player to come back and retrieve the bomb.